It's good to be back. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Essentially, I am a techie, a geek who likes to get his hands on with all the little gadgets, devices in the market, you know, give the pros and cons and kind of just help you make a purchasing decision. Hopefully, that's the goal here. Yeah, that's the Note 10. In a nutshell, it's essentially a super phone with overwhelming features that I don't think everyone needs, but we'll get into it. Okay, to start off with the basics, it's literally pumped with everything and anything possible. It comes with 12 gigs of RAM, it comes with an octa-core chip, it has an internal memory of 256 gigs, which can go up to like 2 terabytes with internal memory storage. It literally has a 4,300 milliamp battery, so you can go on for days. And of course, the best in class Super AMOLED screen, never fails, still beautiful, especially with the QHD HDR10 Plus. Oh, it's just, everything screams beautiful with this phone. And of course, it's protected by Gorilla Glass 6, so not gonna do a drop test, but sure, it'll handle its beatings, and you can throw it in the water, protected by IP67. Like, everything about this is just premium, powerful, super. On the bottom, you got a USB-C port you can use for your headphones and powering the device. That's correct, there is no longer a headphone jack, but overall, for them going bigger with a 6.8-inch screen, you would think it would feel bigger, but to be honest, it fits perfectly in my hand. You gotta thank the iconic dual edge glass and screen. Like, they've obviously perfected that even in a rectangle format, which I actually love. They literally cleaned out all the buttons on the right side. On the left side, you got the volume rocker and the power button, which is shared with Bixby. Not sure why, and it's actually shared out of the box. So you're literally pressing the down and power button to turn on, and then the down and power button to literally turn off the phone. But thankfully, you just go into settings, go to the power icon, and say side setting, just map it to power off menu. Side note, for those who watched my S10 video review, literally I was complaining that it should be out of the box with the back button on the left side, so thank you for keeping that native as well. Of course, it still has the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor that they introduced in the S10. Still not a fan of it, still got to register a couple of times to get it going. That worked pretty quick. I did register the fingerprint twice, no, 3 times. The more times you do it, I'm guessing the more opportunity you have to unlock it quicker, so keep that as a note. Now, the most important feature of the Note is the stylus. And yes, still got the click, still got the button, and let's just go here. Literally, you still have the ability to take a picture with the shutter. But the new features are, as you already know, which is essentially having the ability to wave the wand, change the thing. Like, it works for the most part. I just don't see anyone physically using this. It feels like a gimmick. Good thing is they do have the SDK out, so you can expect a lot of developers to be unique with it. I'm never gonna sit there and just go, okay, let me go to live focus, let me switch it around, you know, let me swipe it up, you know, let me do the little zoom in with my fingers. Like, it just seems like an unnecessary gimmick. One cool thing I did mention to a few friends is that if they actually launch this with the Harry Potter Wizard game where they can use it as a wand, that would have been a pretty cool partnership. Guys missed out. Still love the fact that you can just pull it out and start writing on top of the screen. Actually, this is one of the best features ever created in a phone. And one of the things that they actually introduced was the ability to take your notes and turn it into Word. It does a phenomenal job. I cannot stress how important and amazing this feature is. It actually read my chicken scratch notes and converted it 90% correctly. That means it's perfect for doctors. 100% stylus lives up to its name. It's still one of the best products in the market in a smartphone. As for the One UI, the software itself, it's still fluent, it's still fast. I mean, obviously it won't be fast as the OnePlus Oxygen OS, it won't be fast as the vanilla OS by Pixel, but for what it is and for the customizations that have been put in place, they've improved a lot, and it's been 100% better than TouchWiz. So you can still expect a very smooth experience moving from an Android or even moving from an iPhone, which iOS is all about the smooth experience. One of the cool features they did announce in the keynote was the ability to link this to your PC. You have to download the Deck software, which you can use on your Mac or your PC, and then you literally load this into your computer. Now you can just hook it up to a USB-C wire. That's correct. You don't have to buy an actual Deck's docking station, which they try to scam people for $100. Again, another gimmick, another feature. Voila, we're Samsung, we can pack everything into a phone. That's exactly what that was. Okay, now the main reason why I actually get into tech reviews, camera. Most of my videos are mainly focused on camera. I like to go more in depth with camera because that's my area of interest as well as expertise. That's why I even end up upgrading phones. So what's equipped with the Note 10 Plus? Well, essentially it's the S10 Plus internals. You're kind of getting the same thing what you would get in S10. So if you're looking for an upgrade just for the camera, only if it's from a video standpoint, not from a picture standpoint, because literally you're getting the same experience as the S family. One thing I would like to point out is that in one of my previous videos, I did make a video about why is the S10 camera blurry, especially when it came to the selfie. A lot of people agreed. You know, it came to a point where maybe a software update may have fixed it for a few people. Personally, I still see a little bit of grain, I still see a little bit of fuzziness. Not so much with the Note 10. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that they were able to maybe use the hardware better in a software update, particularly only to the Note 10, because you know it does have a few more features like the live video focus and whatnot. Just to quickly go through it, you get a normal wide angle lens, you get an ultra wide angle lens, and you get a telephoto lens. Pretty sure you guys know what all that does, but here's a few examples. One thing I could say is that the overall experience when it comes from a clarity standpoint, Note 10 actually delivers beautiful pictures. As you can see, here's the ultra wide shot. I took the same focal length from the same spot and went a little wide, and then I went to the telephoto just to give you an example of how it looks more zoomed in. For the most part, I could say that it delivers very well, especially with the dynamic range. As you can see, it takes in the fact that even though there's a sun shooting right at me, I'm still able to take an ultra wide angle shot of the buildings. Still not a huge fan of the live focus. I'm gonna take a shot right now. So I just took a picture right now using the live focus mode on the selfie camera. For the most part, it is good, but there seems to be a shutter lag to the point where even a milli shift in my picture taking skills abilities, it's not that sharp. You can tell that it's not sharp, and I was holding my hand pretty steady. That's where it kind of puzzles me why that from a preview standpoint it could do a job well enough to show you that it's going to take a great picture, but the post-processing is not there yet. It's still not as equivalent to the beauty that the Pixel delivers. I'm still not satisfied knowing that this is a $1,500 phone, them not perfecting the live focus mode. That's the worst mode. They need to release their own perfected portrait mode without all these extra filters and gimmicks and just get straight to the point. With the night mode itself, as you can see, they've slightly upgraded, and you can tell that it's still a little bit fuzzy, but nothing still compares to the night side. However, the biggest addition to the camera experience is the video itself. My favorite, to be honest, is the steady cam mode. It literally takes the ultra wide lens, takes your camera, it just punches in as much as it can to make the footage steady, as if you're on a motorized gimbal. It's actually pretty amazing. I was impressed with the output. Guaranteed anyone who wants a phone for video with HDR10 plus recording, with 4K, with the ability to keep it steady on the go, this is hands down amazing. And of course it comes equipped with its own editing software, which has been upgraded as well. Guaranteed you would enjoy this from a video standpoint, and of course anyone who's looking to do photos as well. Here's the thing though, the live focus video mode seems to be another gimmick. Again, it's fun. You can try blurring the background a bit, but I had no luck. It seemed to be more frustrating trying to get this to even focus on me sometimes, or even when it's focused on me, it does this punch out the background, and when it punches out the background, you can see particles around my head. It seems like the time when iPhone released portrait mode, and it had its own little features where you can change the background to black, and half your face was missing or half your hair was missing. It's like that. It feels like a gimmick that they kind of rushed just to put out there, again, because hey look, we're Samsung, we can put everything in a phone. It's still not the best feature. They need to stop releasing mediocre product or mediocre features. Now here's the thing, if you guys remember the AR emoji, Galaxy's response to an emoji, which was by iPhone. But for some odd reason, when AR emoji came out on the S9, I believe, I actually looked like me, a little bit. But this time, you guys could be the judge yourself. I don't know why I look like this guy. So Samsung, you gotta fix that. Okay, one of the newest additions to the camera, the phone itself, apart from the Note 10, is the ability to use AR with the time of flight sensor. They actually hid the the depth vision app. It's called 3D scanner. You know, it's okay, it works. Again, it doesn't give you the best experience, but it gets the job done in what they demoed and what the actual depth sensor is supposed to do. But anyone who's interested, you go into the Galaxy Store app, look for a 3D scanner, download it, and then you can scan the environment, scan the product. You can't scan people yet, maybe that's V2, but you can scan an object 360 around it and then let the system do its magic, and then it comes to life, and then you can doodle with it, or you can do something fun with it and record a video, take a picture. Now, Air Doodle, of course, the ability to use the environment to do cool, fun stuff. Take out your stylus, click on Air Doodle. So what you can do is literally draw the doodle, go into the doodle, and then come back out. Now, I don't know what extent you're gonna, you know, just do this. It feels like a very gimmicky thing. I think the fact that they can actually do all this is impressive. The fact that they can put all this in a phone is impressive. Compared to the price tag, I just feel like it's being forced upon us. It's just a selling point. It's a gimmick that to back up the $1,500. I get it from a business standpoint, but from a consumer standpoint, I would advise you just to go get the S10 Plus or the S10. Like, you're not really gaining anything from this phone other than the fact that you get a super cool stylus with a beautiful screen with the best specs in the market. That's, you know, it comes with everything, and just, I don't know, I can't justify it with the $1,500 mark. But again, obviously this is per person perspective. It's your money, buy it, enjoy it, but at the end of the day, from a value standpoint, I would say either wait or get the S10 if you want a phone with all these camera features and don't really care about the actual video or the stylus. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. You know, it's been a while. For those who returned from my previous videos, my subscribers, thank you for still sticking around. I don't have much, but hey, every subscriber counts. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe. I'm gonna try dropping more videos. You know, I've just been a little busy. I've been kind of focusing on my business page. Essentially kind of got into the creative business side of the world when it comes to creating videos or photography. So it's at FROZN Media. Check that out. It's called Frozen Media. And if anyone who is interested, anytime I get new piece of tech or gear, I literally expose it onto my stories on my Instagram. So anyone who's already following on my Instagram, you already know that I kind of gave my 2 cents to this camera and the experience overall. So that's like my initial review on my stories. Everyone gets to see that. So if you do want to be part of that world, follow me at Rajeev Kugan. Other than that, that's about it. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.